Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. Unfortunately, today I watched a video for Donald Trump once again, and he continues to really give provocative statements. He is just warming up right now for the 2024 presidential election. Really, he is warming up. And what did he start with? He attacked viciously Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, and I'll quote him right now. I will quote Trump. Quote, Ron wouldn't have been governor if it wasn't for me. End quote. So once again, I think this shows that Donald Trump, he cares only about himself, and he doesn't want anybody else to run for president. I don't know what the hell is going on with him. Why you don't want any Republican to compete with you? Why are you afraid of Ron DeSantis or any other Republican potential candidate? I mean, why? Why are you doing this? Why do you think you have done everything for the Republican Party, and you think you are the leader of the Republican Party, and you think anyone else in the Republican Party is beneath you? Why do you think like this? He also said that Ron DeSantis wouldn't have beaten the Democratic opponent. Once again, Donald Trump thinks he has done everything good for the Republican Party, and this is why he thinks all Republicans are obliged to nominate him again without any kind of competitiveness. What kind of mentality? Here is the question. What kind of mentality is this? You think nobody will run against you in the Republican Party? You want to win the Republican nomination without any kind of rivalry. I mean, will you love yourself when you have no one criticize you, or you don't want anyone to oppose you or to give another point of view? Quite frankly, Donald Trump, he does not like to listen to other people's opinions. He doesn't want to see anybody else compete against him, because like I told you in the previous video, he is all about his ego, and he is all about his personal gains. It has nothing to do with the needs of the American people, or the safety and security of America, or the social fabric of America, or the foreign policy challenges, or the economy, or anything like that. It's all about his ego. It's all about him. He wants to be God. He wants to be the best person that ever existed on the entire planet, and he thinks that nobody can say anything bad about him. Once again, Donald Trump confirms with his statements that he does not like democracy. He is forced to go through elections and stuff like this. Every action that Donald Trump does, in my opinion, proves beyond any reasonable doubt that he opposes democracy. Why? Look at him. All things that he has done before. He slammed the integrity of the election, 2020 presidential election, and he slammed the integrity of the US electoral process. He also attacked the US Constitution. He said that he wants to abolish the US Constitution. What the hell is going on? He used to use this statement against his opponents. Now I am telling him this. What the hell is going on with you? You wanted to abolish the US Constitution? What's wrong with you? What's wrong in your mind? I mean, come on. One of the bad things as well, he called Ron DeSantis disloyal. I mean, what a silly reaction from you. It's really silly reaction. Just because he wants to run against you and he wants to win the Republican nomination, you call him disloyal? Quite honestly, it's not about disloyalty. He thinks he could run for president. He thinks he can do great things for the Republican Party and great things for America if he gets elected. What's wrong with this? You call him disloyal. Again, like I told you before, his main weapon, Donald Trump, is name calling and personal attacks, trying to ignite people's feelings. The masses that follow him, most of them are undereducated people, so they love this kind of stuff. You remember when he called Ted Cruz a pussy? I think this was one of the reasons he got elected. People, maybe they won't believe me. Believe me, because his base is so ignorant and so foolish and they love everything. So, when he uses terrible words, bad names, name calling, some people, or a significant portion of his supporters, they would vote for him just because he used a bad word like this. It happens, yes, don't be surprised. So um, he relies on the ignorance of his base, and I think this is why most of Trump supporters, they should read and they should listen to every point of view, to watch everything. Don't be fooled by the Trump media and the pro-Trump media outlets and anchors. No, listen to everyone and then make up your own mind, and you make up your own decision in the end based on the facts you get. But you shouldn't be prejudiced, and you shouldn't listen to only one point of view. Do something like me. When I try to analyze the situation, I listen to everything, all media outlets, so no prejudice here, and it comes from a uniquely neutral standpoint. In the end of this video, my message to Donald Trump, I think you have to calm down. I think you shouldn't really be this aggressive dealing with your political opponents or anyone who is going to run against you for the Republican nomination. I think you should be more polite, in my opinion, and using bad words and name calling. I think it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible and dirty weapon, in my opinion. It is a dirty weapon that you are using against your opponents. And I think in the end that you have to be thankful and grateful to the Republican Party that allowed you, and the Republicans, they allowed you to become president of the US. Believe me, you owe them a lot, and you have to be very grateful to all the Republican officials who supported you, not name calling against them. Focus on the subject matter without personal attacks, including but not limited to Ron DeSantis, the Florida governor. I think the people in the Republican Party, they voted for Ron DeSantis because they found him to be a good person who is going to serve the interests of the people in Florida. It's not because of you. Don't be self-centered. Don't think that it's all about you and everything you do and everything you say. people they are gonna follow you. Come on, come the hell on. Anyway, thank you and see you in the next video.